Welcome to today's session. Today we are going to discuss about the types of DC motor in module 4 part 4. So in this we are going to discuss the types of DC motors. DC motors are classified into two main subdivision. It is called as a separately excited and self-excited DC motor. Self-excited is further classified as a DC shunt motor, DC series motor and DC compound motor. DC compound motor is further classified as a short shunt and then long shunt motor. So these are the types of motor we are going to discuss in this video. So in separately excited means the field winding and then armature winding are separated. There is no interlink between the field winding and then armature winding. And then under the self-excited we are having DC shunt motor. DC shunt motor means the field winding and then armature winding both are connected parallel to each other. In DC series motor, the armature winding and then field winding both are connected in series. Compound motor, DC compound motor. DC compound motor means it is a combination of shunt motor and then series motor. So in this further we will discuss about the short shunt and then long shunt. So now we are going to discuss about the separately excited DC motor. So in this it shows the field winding and this is the armature winding. So for the field winding we are giving some external input. It may be a battery or some external input voltage is given to the field winding. Whenever the input is given to the field winding gets excited. Due to this excitation, this armature also starts to rotate. And then for the armature also we are giving some external input, where IF is the field current and then RF is the field resistance, IL is the line current, that is the input current, and then IA is the armature current, and then here we have to write that RA is the armature resistance and EB is the back EMF. Back EMF means EMF which opposes the applied voltage. The applied voltage is in this direction. The applied voltage is anti-clockwise direction. The back EMF is in the clockwise direction. This we will discuss this in detail in the upcoming videos, that is about the back EMF. Now separately means that field winding and then armature winding, it should be separate each other. Due to this field winding excitation, this armature it starts to rotate, because here we are discussing about the DC motor. For the motor, the electrical energy is the input and then output it should be the mechanical energy. The electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. So in this we are going to discuss about the DC series motor. DC series motor means, that is series means two main windings, series field winding and then armature winding, both it should be connected back to back. So here we are giving the input voltage, IL is the line current and then ISE is the series field current, RSE is the series field resistance, IA is the armature resistance and then RA armature current, RA is the armature resistance. So here see here the supply is given to the DC series motor, the field winding, that is series field winding and then armature winding both are connected in series. So in this the current relation, if you see about the current relation, IL that is line current that is equal to ISC that is series field current and then IA armature current, because the three are connected in series. So in this the field winding and then armature winding are connected in series. So it is called as a DC series motor. So next we are going to discuss about the DC shunt motor. So in this DC shunt motor, the field winding and then armature winding both are connected in parallel. See here the input voltage is given. IL is the line current and then here while coming to this point it becomes two branches. So this is called as junction. So IL is the input current, ISH is the output current, IA is the armature current, ISH is the shunt field current. So here it is dividing into two branches. So if you go for the current relation, IL that is line current is equal to ISH plus IA, because in this branch, in this junction it is dividing into two branches according to Kirchhoff's current law. So here it is dividing into two branches. So Ia is equal to ISH plus Ia. So ISH is the shunt field current, RSH is the shunt field resistance, Ia is the armature current, Ra is the armature resistance. So here in this, the shunt field and then armature both are connected in parallel. Since we are discussing about the motor, so the input should be in the field winding, because field winding is the, if you give the input in the field winding, it get excited. Due to that field winding get excited, armature it starts to rotate. So here the input is in the form of electrical energy that is converted in the form of mechanical energy, because once the armature it starts to rotate, that is one of the form of mechanical energy. So here as a DC shunt motor, armature winding and then armature winding and field winding are connected in parallel. So electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. So this it's named as a DC shunt motor. So next we are going to discuss about the compound motor. In the compound motor we are having two types. One is called as the short shunt, another one is called as the long shunt. So in the compound motor, first we are going to discuss about the short shunt motor, that is DC motor. So this is the input, IL is the line current, and then RSE is the resistance in the series field winding, and then here IL is equal to, here you have to write ISE. IL is equal to ISE. While coming to this junction, it is dividing into two current, ISH and then IA. ISH is the shunt field current and then RSH is the shunt field resistance. IA is the armature current, RA is the armature resistance. See here from the name, it is a short shunt motor. Short shunt motor means the shunt field winding, it should be connected across only the armature winding. See here the resistance series winding is separated, but here in this the shunt field winding and then armature winding both are connected in shunt, that is parallel. So in short shunt means this shunt field winding, it should be connected across only the armature winding. So this is V is the supply voltage or total voltage or input voltage. Next we are going to discuss about the long shunt motor. In long shunt motor, see here this armature and then series field winding both are connected in series, and then shunt field winding it is connected across both the series winding and then armature winding. So it is named as a long shunt motor. As already we discussed, the like here this is the input current, that is the line current IL, and then RSC is the resistance in the series field winding, IA is the resistance current in the armature, RA is the resistance in the armature, and then ISH is the current in the shunt field winding, RSH is the resistance in the shunt field winding, and then here ISE, that will be the current in the series field winding. So here the shunt field winding, it should be connected across the series field winding and then armature winding. So it is named as a long shunt motor. So next video will discuss about the current, voltage, power develop and then power deliver relationship. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, support, share. Let us learn.